Hey there, www.andrewmartinmusic.com, Riffvlog on why the return of religion since September 11, 2001 has been a disaster. The long and short of it is it's a disaster because they've brought none of the good that potentially exists within religion historically. And I'll get into some of the details on that. Then there's the complete misrepresentation of religions by people like Jordan Peterson, who can't even get Christianity right. And at the same time, as I pointed out in a video yesterday, the incompatibility of capitalism and Christianity, he can't even get capitalism right. Or his orbit on capitalism is so biased towards the plutocracy that it's laughable. But if we take perhaps Judaism, there's a great ecological idea within the tenets of that religion, which is called the Jubilee. And this would allow the earth to have a break from capitalism. And so, of course, it's never going to be implemented. The other aspect of built in subtly to Judaism is the proper understanding of the Golden Rule. Now, I'm a Gnostic. I'm not a Kabbalist Gnostic, but I am a Gnostic, and I do believe that the demiurge understands the lighted womb. It's seen the lighted womb, it understands it, but rejects it. But it counseled the old Hebrews to treat their fellow Hebrews according to what exists in the lighted womb, right? So they do know about it, but they're not going to implement it. Okay, so that's Judaism. Christianity, it's clear in the book of Acts how a Christian church should behave financially. Okay, do you think that they've brought, Jordan Peterson has brought that back? It's laughable what he's brought back. He's brought back in dog-eat-dog capitalist Christianity. It's completely inverted. Kabbalistic. I'm not going to touch on Islam here. I don't have much good to say about it as a Gnostic. It's another religion that's based on, historical delusion. Moses never existed. If he existed, he was the Pharaoh, but not in the way the story's told in the Torah. Okay, they were the pharaohs. Now we'll touch into the supposed new religions like Integral Inc., which are, moronic, really. Basically, it's a branch of neoliberal New Ageism, where the capitalists just said, okay, we're gonna just anything that we can make money on from historical religious narratives is just open season. Just go for it. Doesn't matter. The level of bullshit is phenomenal. None of it is demonstrable. None of the claims are demonstrable, but they extract millions and billions of dollars from people through their nonsense. Now, my own personal version of Gnosticism is always based on metaphysical speculation, so I don't assert anything as fact. There's nothing that I do here that I charge money for. Everything that I say is an opinion based on a lifetime of seeking and knowledge. I don't claim to have a special knowledge per se, I've just come to some, what I believe are reasonable conclusions about what's going on here. Now, aligned with the integral community is the old Hindu Aveda Vedanta, which is basically Kabbalistic Luciferianism. You need to understand that Lucifer in the myths told Adam and Eve that they would become like gods, and certainly in these bodies it's very unbecoming and not godlike at all. And this is a real, as I pointed out in my last video, this is a real problem for the Luciferians, and they're trying to correct it. And how are they going about trying to correct it is through the singularity and turning human beings into sort of like AI gods who are somewhat immortal, and these will be our capitalist overlords in the coming ecological superstate cities, and it will be basically the Hunger Games. And I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow or the next day, about what humanity has to look forward to there. And the long and short of it there is these people are doing nothing now to make our life better or easier. So if they won't do anything now to do that, what makes you think you're going to believe them what they're saying about the future? It's bullshit. It's all about imprisoning us. So we have the three main religions, all of it being brought back, none of it for good. The Christianity is just being used as fascism, right? And there's the tribe is in the middle playing both sides off, Islam against Christian, and yes, sneaky. The Eastern religions, as I said, are all tied into New Age profiteering and integral link. Buddhism, I have a soft spot for Buddhism, but it's been co-opted too. I think there's a lot of truth in Buddhism, but only up to the point of the void. Right, and I've said this many times. Once you get to the void, to the ocean of consciousness that exists there, we can't say definitively what's going on there from the processes of meditation. There's not enough information to declare anything universal there. It exists. It's what it is, and what is beyond it that is speculative and cannot be asserted with any definitive declaration. So the return of religion has been a disaster. Nothing good has come out of it. Basically, a big part of it is just dividing everybody, so that the plutocracy, these billionaire families, can just continue with their age-old plan, their new world order, whatever you want to think it has to do with the Luciferian aspect of the Kabbalists, as I mentioned. So anyway, I think that's enough. Hey, there's a riff for you. Okay, so that's www.andrewmarkmusic.com. Riffvlog on why the return of religion, post-secularism, post-truth. That's funny, the post-truth aspect of it. Because as a Gnostic, I view all religion as bullshit. And this was tied into the bullshit of 9/11, and you know, I might as well say that as far as me being religious, and I believe most Gnostics should not be religious, because we're opposed to the ecclesiastical authorities, no matter what religion. The gurus, they're all full of shit, you know. The archons that control the reincarnation template, full of shit. You know, you, as a Gnostic, you have to reject all of it. And I've said before, I said in the video yesterday, that the way out for Gnostics is to act how we act within the lighted womb, traditionally known as heaven, which is not based on coercion and exploitation. So how that plays itself out in real time is I don't exploit you unnecessarily. I'm not a landlord. I would only own one piece of property. There's nothing that I would do to gain unnecessarily from you. And it's no small coincidence that the capitalist system that these archons have implemented is all based on breaking that premise, that spiritual premise. So anyway, that's it. www.andrewmarkmusic.com. Peace out. Peace the fuck out.